How does a little village of 1,100 take on a $1.7 million building project? That's the question Lucknow residents had to answer when the village decided to build a new sports complex. We first had the story back in 1994 when NHL star Paul Henderson kicked off the fundraising campaign. Then Maya Sari and cameraman Darren Folks visited the finished facility and tell the story of how the arena in Lucknow was built.
Paul Henderson gave something back to Lucknow minor hockey today, handing over a $10,000 check.
I can remember a lot of the people that drove cars, a lot of the coaches that poured a lot of strokes into my life, and this is where I got my start.
He won the money as coach of the winning Ontario team in the recent NHL Players Association 4-on-4 tournament in Hamilton. Minor hockey will add the money to the fund for a new arena. The sod on the $1.7 million project gets turned in a few weeks, and Lucknow needs to raise another $300,000 to reach its goal. Henderson is happy with the investment.
I think that's wonderful. I think communities need to do that. I know I stayed out of a lot of trouble because I spent a lot of time in arena.
Kids are skating in a brand new sports complex now. Less than 2 years ago, this facility was but a dream, a challenge, and a formidable one at that. It was projected that a new arena would cost $1.7 million to build. That's a lot of money for a little community of 1,100. Neil RINTOUL is the fundraising committee co-chair.
When we decided to go ahead with it, some people said we would never get it paid for, but we, as I say, many hands make light work, and we went at it, and a year and a half later, it's finished.
The old arena, built in 1937, got a facelift back in 1988. That reconstruction saw new locker rooms and a squash court added to the old ice pad. That was phase one. By 1994, it was time to consider phase two. A bid to the Ontario Infrastructure Works program garnered almost $700,000 from the Bob Rae government. Local municipalities signed up. Lucknow pledged $100,000, as did the townships of Kinloss, Ashfield, and West Wawanosh. That left close to $700,000 that had to come from the community, says the other fundraising committee co-chair, Dave Black.
At times it did seem quite large, but we have very good backing in this community with the other 3 municipalities and townships, along with Lucknow. And there's just great support out there, and that's how something like this gets done. We had support continually. I thought personally that it was going to be a little longer than a year and a half to get it paid off, but we lucked out and we did it in a year and a half.
A little luck, but mostly a lot of hard work. And a lot of that came from area service clubs willing to make money-making a fun event.
Hey, Aggie, any more wild boar here?
The fundraising year and a half ended with a bang this September at the Lucknow and District Kinsmen and Kinnett's second annual Wild Game Night.
The reason for it is we've had a large commitment in our town here for the last year and a half or so. This lovely facility we're staying in here now, a new arena, and it's a great fundraiser. There's a lot of interest in hunting and fishing in the area, and it's paid well.
Attendance at this event was double that of the year before, thanks in a large part to television character Red Green.
Well, it's good to be here. You know, I think people from Lucknow are one of the very first to ever join the Possum Lodge. I'll never forget that. Appreciate it. Well, I'm hoping that they like me here, but you just never know, you know. They look like my kind of people, though. I counted about 400 trucks in the parking lot. That's always a good sign. The kid in Calgary, you probably can't see this, the kid in Calgary sent me this wallet made completely out of duct tape. And a fella in Tennessee sent me these. Possum Lodge is a little more laid back. I find the people, the farm people here, just go, go, go. You know, we kind of tend to just take life a little easier there.
What about tonight, though? Isn't this their big night off?
I guess tonight it will be with the wild game thing going on and the big gambling casino going on, so these guys may go nuts, you know, lose all their empties.
For the fundraisers, it was a special night. The last $12,000 owing on the new sports complex was presented at this event, in a check made out of duct tape, of course. But as the co-chairs insist, the night wouldn't have been possible without the long line of money raised before. Each penny donated at everything from monster bingos to pig roasts was vital.
All right, let's see you do it again. Right foot, ready, go. We're skating.
All told, the area service clubs and other groups chipped in over $400,000 to the cause. Close to another $200,000 came in thanks to a lottery, memorial and other donations, even a chance to buy bricks and blocks. RINTOUL says although there were naysayers, a lot of people were willing to contribute. Even those not into hockey could see the value in a community hall, recreation facility, or tourism office.
Oh, I think it's very important to the community and to the town itself, because every time you host a tournament and whatnot, when the people are waiting between games, they go uptown shopping, and I think everybody benefits from a good arena. Yeah.
With this experience a success, Lucknow has drawn the attention of other, even larger communities. Sadly, Black says many will find the window of opportunity may have closed, and they'll have to put up with their aging arenas for now.
Yes, they are. Unfortunately, they have to. There's no more government money. We just happen to get on the bandwagon at the appropriate time.
But for those who said it couldn't be done, Lucknow and area residents have proved their point. And like Red Green said, Lucknow is go, 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 and that means it's time to get on with something else.
I think everybody's happy to have this completed and paid for, and well, then I think the next is Jamboree in 1998, so that's about the next thing for Lucknow.
Still to come, creating a safe environment for children with fatal allergies.
Daniel's allergic reaction came as a real shock to his parents.